Crosswind is a pirate survival adventure game that recently had an alpha test and now has given us some new information about what to expect, as well as a new teaser trailer. We're going to get into topics regarding its newly confirmed buy-to-play status, as well as a new biome, a focus on PvE, and of course, its early access release in 2026. So this video is going to be for those who have not read through the developer blog, because that's mainly what I'm going to be doing, is just going over the points that the developers have given us, as well as showing off that new teaser trailer. So really exciting news here. We're going to be getting a new biome, which is a scorched, dangerous biome called the Ashlands, which has new secrets and treasures buried under volcanic ash. It's filled with new quests, challenging enemies, expansive dungeons, and more. And also, as we can see in the trailer, we have visible crew on decks now, complete with new animations and recruitment mechanics. And this was one I was really happy to see being worked on, and that is water physics. I remember when I was playing through the alpha test, my little ship kept diving and dipping through the stormy seas, so it'll be great to see that water physics and behavior are also being updated. I'm also thrilled to see that Tortuga has been completely reimagined. It used to be like a little bit small and maybe not as detailed as we figured a pirate hub would be, but it's now going to be a besieged outpost where the living hold defense against the dead. Now, beyond all that, the developers mentioned 3 main points that they want to focus on. Number 1 being that they are changing the genre focus of the game to a more traditional survival game with PvE co-op as the main multiplayer component. So PvP is going to be taking a bit of a backseat here. Number 2 is that they are changing the distribution model from free-to-play to traditional buy-to-play game. This is amazing because it erases that doubt that players had in their minds over what a free-to-play model would look like, what microtransactions would look like, what cosmetic buying would look like. And number 3 is that Crosswind will be coming to early access somewhere in 2026. So we don't have an exact date yet, but somewhere in 2026 is all we get for that. The crew mentions regarding the co-op experience that during the alpha playtest, some problems were highlighted with how things were currently being done. We faced some hard truths about the technical challenges of this original approach. Supporting the kind of infrastructure needed for a true MMO experience is a major undertaking, especially while aiming for the level of polish and quality we expect of ourselves. Providing stable, global server coverage and seamless large-scale multiplayer is a significant challenge for a studio of our size. At the same time, many players told us they were perfectly satisfied playing Crosswind solo or with a group of friends, enjoying the traditional survival gameplay without requiring a large-scale online environment. Another important observation was that the majority of our players came from a traditional survival gaming background. Their feedback made it clear they valued the depth, pacing, and atmosphere of that style over the structure of an MMO. And so because of those 3 points, the Crosswind Crew has decided to focus the game's multiplayer on PvE co-op rather than a full-blown MMO. That means you will be able to play offline, host your own sessions, run dedicated servers, and in the future play with mods, even if they're not officially supported. The Crosswind Crew says that they're open to exploring more about PvP in the future, but right now no commitments can be made. Alright, point number 2, short but sweet. Crosswind is going to be buy-to-play instead of free-to-play. It's going to have a one-time purchase model. That's really all that needs to be said about that one. Now let's get into that 3rd point, which regards early access. This is what the Crosswind Crew has to say about that. Since the alpha, one of the most common questions has been whether we will move directly into early access. The short answer is no, not yet. While the alpha was a significant milestone, it did not reach the level of completeness we believe an early access release should have. Thanks to you, we received a large amount of feedback covering mechanics, balance, stability, and quality of life features. We believe addressing these points are a must-have for early access launch. For us, early access is the next major milestone, and we want it to feel substantial, polished, content-rich, and worth investing your time in. Not everything teased in the trailer is necessarily scheduled for early access launch, but you can expect more features and quality of life improvements compared to the alpha. The early access version will be larger than the playtest, and we will continue to expand it while taking your feedback on board along the way. We are currently aiming for early access in 2026, and the exact release window will be announced in a future update. So that is it. That's what I have for you today as far as the developer blog and trailer teaser goes. To recap, Crosswind will have a PvE co-op focus. They are changing the distribution model from free-to-play to a traditional buy-to-play game. and Crosswind will be coming to early access on Steam somewhere in 2026. Along with the new biome for early access, visible crew on deck, and improved water physics, I am so excited to continue watching Crosswind develop. If you are looking for some Crosswind gameplay videos, I have a complete alpha test playlist that you can dig into and binge if you are so inclined. That is it for me today, guys. As always, I hope you are enjoying your games, particularly if you are sailing the seas in some kind of pirate adventure. I'll keep a weather eye on the horizon for more Crosswind news, and I will see you all in the next video.